Um, we usually talk about what we did this week. We both went to the grand opening of Cupcake Cutie Boutique. They have an official
Yeah, give them a
store.
round of applause.
They have
Cupcake Cutie Boutique, round of applause. Got the cupcakes in the house too. Very good.
they have an
Very good. Glenn, you want to try them, brother?
yeah, it is right in front of you. It's somewhere on the table. Yeah,
I know Jen has been there twice.
We brought some samples here for the guests to try out, and
Yes.
they're located at 8 South 6th Avenue, right down the street from Grace, near the corner of First Street.
I think that's the carrot cake you got there.
And they have all kinds of flavors. Yo, we was there yesterday. Our man Tri-State Jericho DJ was bringing it, you know what I'm saying, in the front of the joint. And you know, I went back there today because I heard they was doing the chicken and waffles.
Man,
so
chicken and
I had
waffles
to,
this
I had to
morning.
get the chicken and waffles this morning, and a half a dozen of them red velvet joints. You know what I'm saying, for the house. So
Yeah, chicken
we just
waffles.
we just want to big them up. Tell the owners, name the owners.
Well, the owners is Maisha Stokely,
Yes.
who's my daughter, and Montika Jones, who's my wife. And
At some point, we're gonna see if we can get them on the show, but they might
Yeah.
be the shop
Well-
might be open on Sundays now, so I don't know if that's gonna
right,
happen.
well, sooner or later,
Yeah.
you know, we'll get them up on the show.
Yeah.
and talk about what it is to be an entrepreneur and the struggles that it takes to open up a business, to get to the point where you come from the kitchen and establish your brand to the point where you open up a storefront. And then I don't think I don't think they'll last 2 years in that place without expanding. They're going to have to expand because of the fact that they're doing so much, and not just a store. They also cater parties, and so you know they're going to need a bigger kitchen. You know, so you know it's you know I'm proud of them. I'm proud of them, and it's great. You know, it's great to get the cupcakes out of the kitchen. You know, and into
Yeah, because it was taking up the kitchen.
it
Huh?
was taking
Yeah,
up the
yeah.
kitchen, but it's good because you sacrifice like that because you see the bigger picture, and you understand that, you know, in order us to gain wealth, actual wealth, not being rich, but gain wealth, you have to develop institutions and develop businesses.
And
And
you know,
that's something that was talked about at the anniversary of the Million Man March,
which
you
was
know,
the same day. Which actually we have to say.
which was the same day.
And the reason we didn't go.
The
'cause we
reason
had
I
to
was not at the march, and everybody's like, "Oh man, you're not at the march." You know, I don't have to be at the march to show my commitment to freedom, justice, and equality. I think my work has is example over the last couple of years of my commitment to it. So I didn't have to go to a march. Plus, plus they would have to have a march for
you.
me if I did go. You know, up back here in Mount Vernon, people would have to be marching for my freedom if I did go down there. But you know,
because you never would have heard the end of that one. But
yes.
So
But
we did the right thing. We stayed. You know,
Yes.
sometimes you gotta stay and support family. We covered it. The grand opening will be in Black Westchester sometime this week. Sam Rivers, you know, took a lot of photos and stuff, so you'll be able to see all of that. And just, you know, we just want to encourage people to go check it out. New black business, and you know, they talk about the state of Mount Vernon that it's in, and you know, usually when the city is in this kind of thing and the economy is the way it is and employment the way it is, that's usually the best time and what births a lot of entrepreneurship and a lot of new businesses. I mean, sometimes it's for a lack because you can't find a job, so you got to find something to do. So we need more businesses. This is a quality business, great look, great location, and you know, I hope it encourages more businesses to come to Mount Vernon because
Well,
we
I mean,
definitely need that.
that's the whole thing, you know. And I'm glad we're talking about it because the whole thing around the Million Man March, the whole thing about justice or else is not just police brutality. It's not just the justice system. It's the lack of wealth in communities like Mount Vernon. Mount Vernon is no different than Ferguson. It's no different than many other black communities, communities of color. The money is being sucked out, right? So when you have businesses like my wife's, you know, putting a business in there, trying to revive the community, try to bring people in the community, that's what's needed. But also we go to school, like we spend thousands of dollars to go to school, you know, technically to work for other people.
Right, right.
You know, if you look at Steve Jobs, if you look at Bill Gates, and you look at all these other people, you know, they wasn't the school type people.
Even
You know,
the Russell Simmons of the
right?
world and
Even
stuff.
Russell Simmons, they didn't
Yeah.
conform to the school structure. You know, and this is how you think. This is what you do. You know, and we have to start from the cradle, even to the college, to start teaching our young people how to think out of the box, how to think out of the norm. You know, because no one would ever thought that my daughter would go down to University of Miami and just to support the Black Nurses, because she's a registered nurse. To support the Black Nurses Association, she made cupcakes, you know, just to raise money for the organization. And now she has opened up a store 4 years later. You know,
That's incredible.
These are the things that, you know, we have to encourage our children, encourage other people's children, and change the mindset. And maybe we could build our communities back up and get, because everybody has an idea, you know, but we don't act on the idea, and a lot of times we don't have the finances. I think we were blessed that we all have good jobs, that we're able to sacrifice that, but not everybody's there. So, you know, we need our city to start investing in the people, so the people can invest back in the city. And I think Mount Vernon or other communities, you know, need to start looking at that, and we could change the communities. I mean, it's
Absolutely.
you know, it's not hard. How you stop crime and violence, you know, is you give people jobs. They stopped the Black Power movement by giving them jobs. That joke that was on I'm going to get you, sucker. Yeah. You know what happened? They all got jobs.
Right.
What happened to the movement? Well, they all got jobs.
Right.
They all got government. They was protesting against the government, but then they all got government jobs, and the movement stopped.
Right.
We have to look, even though it's funny, but we got to do that the same way with crime and violence. How you stop crime and violence? You give everybody, you give everybody, you get everybody a job, or you train them to get a job, to make decent, livable wages. You know, and that's what it's about. The governor's saying he's raising the minimum wage to $15 an hour within the next 3 or 4 years. That's great.
Yeah, but the cost of living is going to be what then? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
by the time-
but what that does is that increases. See, people don't understand. Once the minimum wage increases,
and the regular rates.
everybody's wages is going to increase, because especially if you're in civil service, because you're going to base, you know, the wages, the next wages, onto what the least of them have got. So you're going to say, hey, listen, if y'all approved basically a 70% raise in over 4 years, that's what we want as a union. Because, you know, just because they got a raise don't mean we're not supposed to get a raise. You know, because you got civil service workers, firemen, policemen, they can't live in Westchester County. You know, because they're not making enough money, and we have to start discussing that, and then trying to discuss how do we get the civil service people to actually live in the community.
Yeah. Absolutely.
You know, and reinvest in the community. You know, and that's part, and that's how you change your community around, and that's how you get the community back on track. But you know, I think the store just lit up the whole corner because it's different. You know,
Right.
I mean, she put the wood. Instead of having
The awning.
She put the wood plaque up.
Yeah.
And it's black with pink letters and like silver gold. It's nice, man. I mean, it's an excellent job, and it just shows the direction. And even Richard Thomas, who is the mayoral candidate,
The mayoral nominee.
yeah, Democratic nominee,
the nominee,
the
right.
Democratic nominee, and most likely will be the mayor on January 1st. Even he said that store was like the best idea and the flagship on how you want stores to be professionally look, you know, and clean, and you know, because why can't we do that?
Right.
You know, why can't we have clean parking lots? You know, why can't we have clean
And
streets?
you know the funny thing is, people, and they'll say, a couple of people told me and Damon, nah, this needs to be over in Fleetwood. No, we need this here.
Right,
You know what I'm saying?
See, but that's the mentality.
Why can't we have stuff
Right,
over here? Like, you know what I'm saying?
That's
Like,
the mentality that you're not even supposed to have anything nice on the south side.
Right.
You know, you're not even supposed to see anything that's bright and glittery and colorful. You know, put that in Fleetwood. Why? Why can't we have this on the south side?